Hello, everybody. We are at the top of the hour. Welcome to our virtual college fair brought to you by Texas Association for College Admissions Counseling, powered by StriveScan. My name is Sibel. I'll be your facilitator for this evening's virtual college fair. We have a lot of amazing institutions here this evening to tell you a little bit about themselves, and we're super excited to have them on for tonight. But before we get started and before we let the fun get started here, I do have a few little housekeeping items just to make sure everything runs smoothly. First and foremost, as an attendee, you may definitely have questions, and we 100% encourage that you ask questions. The way you will actually ask questions is down in the Q&A button down at the bottom of your Zoom screen. You'll click that Q&A button and then type in your questions to the presenters at any point in time. When I say any point in time, I really mean it. You don't have to wait until your specific institution you have the question for actually is up to present. We will not be having a live Q&A at the end, so please do not wait until the last minute to ask these questions. Also, please address the university or college that the question is for, just so that we know who will address that question. Also, this is a webinar style type of virtual college fair. What that means is that as an attendee, your camera and microphone are actually turned off and you are muted. The panelists cannot see or hear you. So it makes it just that much more important to use that Q&A to ask these questions. Also, in terms of signing up for more sessions, we do not have any more sessions actually for this evening, but you can certainly find the recording of the sessions previous to this one, as well as this recording. All sessions are being actually recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Texas. So if mom missed out, grandma missed out, or maybe you missed out on one of the presentations or colleges for this evening, you can definitely check out those recordings in the coming days. All right, without further ado, let's get started. So first up, we have Coastal Carolina University.
Hello, hello. I'm going to share my screen. All right, hopefully you can see that. Probably can't see me though. Let me start my video. There we go. Hey everyone. So you're taking a look at a one-pager. I kept it really simple for us tonight. My name is Ashley Cohen. I am Associate Director of Admissions Events here at Coastal Carolina University in sunny Conway, South Carolina. We are 9 miles from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, which may be a location that you all actually know. I'm going to go clockwise here with some of these things. So 9 miles from Myrtle Beach, we have 117 degree programs and a 16-to-1 student faculty ratio. Beautiful campus. You see a few pictures there. And then behind me here is one of my favorite spots on campus, which is our Turtle Bridge. And there's a lake under there. So anyway, small class sizes we have at Coastal Carolina University. We have about 10,000 total students. So we're a medium-sized school. We are a best value college and a number 15 best undergraduate teaching and number 19 top public schools for some accolades. Here in the bottom corner on the right here, you see my contact information and our admissions contact information. We are a member of the Common Application. We are a school that has rolling admissions, meaning whenever you are ready to apply, starting about the August 1st, first week of August of your senior year, go ahead and submit that application. Once that application is completed, it takes about 2 or 3 weeks for our admissions process to run its course and us to give you an admissions decision. Now, I just said we're rolling admissions and we don't have deadlines yet. Here we have a deadline listed in the bottom left-hand corner of this slide. That is our merit awards deadline. So we do offer merit awards, academic and holistic based merit awards, and we prefer you apply by December 1st for access to all of those funds. But again, we are rolling admission. We have an institutional application you could find on our website, www.coastal.edu. And we also are members of the Common App, which is new for this year. Another thing that is new for this year is that we are test optional for students that are 3.5 or higher for their GPA. Now, that said, this has been an unusual year for most of us. So if you are at a disadvantage in some way of taking an SAT or an ACT, please just let us know. We are happy to review you as test optional and look at a personal statement and letters of recommendation instead. Some of our top and most popular majors, we have 5 academic colleges. We have a business college, education college, science college, humanities and fine arts, and then we have one of my favorites, which is the honors and interdisciplinary studies college. So some of our top majors are marine science. We're very close to the ocean, obviously 9 miles from Myrtle Beach. We have a barrier island that is owned by our university that a lot of our marine science students will utilize for research, field trips, that kind of thing. We have the marine science undergrad major, master's degree, and PhD. So very extensive program there. Management's another popular major. Another really popular major we have, not in the College of Science, but in the College of Humanities and Fine Arts, is our Intelligence and National Security Studies. We have exercise and sports science is very popular, communication with a new sports communication program, and interactive journalism program. Psychology is also popular. And like I mentioned, we have the interdisciplinary studies. So if you think you're interested in a certain thing, but you're not ready to just commit to one major, that may be a program for you. It's kind of a creative major. We've had students do everything from marine photography to social work to student affairs and higher education to dog training and seeing eye dog service dog training. So a variety of options within the interdisciplinary studies program. We also have a Bachelor of Fine Arts in theater, both performance and in design. So it's a highly competitive program. So a lot of academic opportunities for you. Like I said, we're a medium-sized school, just under 10,000 total students. We get about 15,000 applications a year. We offer to about 60% of our applicant pool. Average admitted GPA is between a 3.2 and a 4.0. Average ACT is 19 to 24, and SAT is 1020 to 1150. But again, keep in mind, we're looking at test optional if that's something that you need to consider. And then student life is a super enthused campus. I've been here a little over 2 years here in Myrtle Beach, and I just love the school spirit. We're very proud of our Chanticleers, and Chauncey the Chanticleer is our mascot. We're very proud. Teal Nation is what we call it. We are 50% in-state as far as our student population, 50% out of state, which is delightful. You have some very diverse geography within the community of Coastal Carolina. The vast majority of our faculty and staff have their terminal degrees, meaning they are experts in what they're teaching in. And again, I keep going back to the small class size. There aren't any large lecture halls on our campus. You're going to find mostly between 20 and 30 students in your classrooms, depending on whether you're a freshman, sophomore, and I always say time of day plays into it as well. That's my information, and I am so excited to be here, and thank you all for your attention today.
Awesome. Thank you so, so much. If you have any questions for Coastal Carolina University, please put it down in the bottom in the Q&A. Also, check out the chat. They may put some good information in that chat to check out as well. Next up, we have Drury University. It looks like Drury University might have quickly stepped out and will be right back. So why don't we go straight to Missouri Southern State University?
Let me share my screen. Okay. All right. So, hi, my name is Jason Stockbridge, and I am your admissions counselor here at Missouri Southern State University. Thank you for participating this evening to learn a little bit more about Missouri Southern. So first things first, if you would like to contact the Office of Admissions or myself, please do so at the information on the left. And on the right, if you can, please go ahead and scan this QR code or copy this web address, and that will take you to our inquiry card. And please fill that out at the end of my presentation this evening. So I'll leave that up for a couple more minutes so you can scan that QR code and copy that web address. All right. So why should you pick Missouri Southern? The faculty to student ratio is 19-1. So you're going to have that undivided attention inside and outside the classroom. Small class sizes at Missouri Southern, all classes have 30 students or less. And the student body represents 48 different countries and 42 different states. But most importantly, we offer in-state tuition opportunities to the 8 states that border Missouri, including Texas and Hawaii. And this is called the Lion Pride Discount. And you can still receive university and academic scholarships. Also, we have new exciting MOSO merit scholarships, and these are based on your cumulative high school GPA and your SAT and ACT scores. The premier, the high tier is 5,000, gold, the middle tier is 3,500, and green, the low tier is 2,000. Also, we have competitive scholarships. So we have foundations, performance, and athletics. At Missouri Southern, we're Division II. So what that means is that whatever you get for athletics, you get for athletics, and whatever you get for academic, you get for academic. We don't split the two, you get both. And also we have honors scholarships. You have to apply for these during your senior year before February 15th for the fall, and you have to meet at least one of the following requirements listed below. Our city is perfect for college life. MOSO's campus is located in the beautiful Ozark Mountains, right off of historical Route 66 near I-44. Joplin is the 4th largest city in Missouri, and we offer concerts, sporting events, and nightlife. So top programs and degrees that we have right now are business administration, criminal justice, teacher education, health professions, and biology. MOSO has 140 different majors to choose from for certificates, associates, and bachelor's degrees, and we have 6 master's degrees programs as well. So you're probably wondering what the admissions requirements are. So you don't have to have all 4 of these. You have to meet one of these requirements to be admitted to Missouri Southern. You have to have a 2.25 cumulative high school GPA, or a 21 on the ACT, or a 1060 on the SAT, or be in the top 50 percentile of your graduating class. If you meet one of these requirements, you will be admitted to Missouri Southern. And if you like everything that's been presented so far, I would recommend going ahead and apply today at mssu.edu/apply. So estimated tuition costs for 1 year with that in-state Lion Pride discount is right at $14,000 a year. So this does include the most expensive housing dorm and the most expensive meal plan. So we do have 4 dorms right now and 5 meal plans you can pick from, but we are in the works of building a 5th dorm, and it should be online by the fall of 2021. So you're coming in right at the right time for a new dorm. It's called Lion Village. And the other 4 are traditional quad suites and apartments. The suites and apartments fill up very quickly by the end of the spring semester. So if there's a particular dorm or a particular class you're looking at getting in, I would say recommend going ahead and apply today and submit your official high school transcript, your official dual credit transcript, and your test scores as soon as possible. Because once you submit those and are admitted, then that starts the ball rolling for housing and financial aid. And with financial aid, how that works with us is that we look at work study, scholarships, and grants, and hopefully everything is covered under those 3. And then lastly, loans. So Rory and I, that's our mascot, would like to ask, are you ready to roar at MSSU? If so, please register for Join the Pride in the fall or Show Me MOSO in the spring. That's our signature events where you can meet the president, faculty, and staff and current students and take a campus tour. And for Show Me Moso this spring, we have one, and it's Friday, March 19th from 1:30 to 4:30 on campus. And you can register for that event at the website provided. But if you can't make it to that event, we understand. We do offer campus tours. So we do have two versions due to the pandemic. You can do on campus or you can do virtually. And we offer those Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. And then on Fridays, 1 p.m. in the spring. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me. But Rory and I are looking forward to seeing you on campus. And as always, go Lions.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jason. If you have any questions for Missouri Southern State University, please put it down in the Q&A at the bottom. All right. Next up, we have Drury University.
Hi, everyone. I do not have a presentation to share at this current moment because Wi-Fi isn't working, which if I've learned anything in 2020, we truck on. So I'm joining you with my phone, and I'll probably use the PowerPoint that's on my laptop that is so beautiful, and I wish I could show you, but here we are. So I will just be sharing a little bit with you about Drury. I'm an admissions counselor from Drury. I also graduated from Drury, and I trust that somebody will send me a chat if my phone is also having internet connection problems. So thank you guys for joining me and allowing me to be a part of this. I love Drury. I couldn't love Drury more. Obviously, I went there, I got a biology degree, and they tried to get rid of me, but I was like, please let me preach the word of Drury. So here I am. We're a pretty small school. We're in Springfield, Missouri. I don't know if anybody listening has ever been to Springfield, but I think it's a beautiful mixture of a big city that has all the amenities that you need, but also a small town feel. There's also a couple other universities in our town, so it can feel pretty young, pretty hip, as my mom likes to say. We have about 22 NCAA teams. If you guys are interested in athletics, the first thing you should do is reach out to coaches. We are Division II. We like to say that they're student athletes. They're students first and then athletes. So if that sounds like something you would like, you love sports, but you're not trying to go pro or anything like that, please reach out. We love our sports programs. 100% of our students participate in service projects. If you have a heart for service of your community, that's what we're looking for. We love to take care of Springfield because Springfield takes care of us. 99% of Drury students are employed in the field that they would like to be in or in graduate or professional school within 6 months of graduation. We have 0 teaching assistants. Everyone that teaches you on campus is the top in their field. We have over 70 programs of study. Our student to faculty ratio is 13:1 with an average class size of about 19, but junior and senior year, it'll be you, 5 other people, and your favorite professor. We're consistently ranked as one of the best universities in the Midwest by US and News and World Report. Applying is super easy. Our application online is free. I always recommend doing our application, but we also take the Common App. We are test optional. I know it's different at every university, so reach out if you have questions about that. But we take a holistic review to applications, and we don't have a minimum ACT and a minimum GPA, although we do have a really rigorous academic expectation at Drury. And so if you are a little bit worried about that, just reach out and ask questions. We're more than happy to answer those. I'm looking at beautiful pictures I was going to show you of Springfield. So just close your eyes and imagine it's beautiful because it truly is. There's a picture of students hammocking. If you like hammocking, so do our students. So on campus, we are residential. We require at least your freshman year to live on campus. We want you to live the whole time, but if you need to move off sophomore, junior, senior year, we totally understand. Our dorms are co-ed, single gender, suite or apartment style. We have really low crime rates on campus, especially if you're coming from a big city. With COVID and all the other things, Springfield might be the perfect mixture for you where you're still in a city, but again, it's a little bit more quaint. And then let's see what's next. Why would you choose Drury? We have a strong academic reputation. We are a 4-year private liberal arts institution with really, really strong programs in STEM. So if you're interested in science, technology, engineering, math, pre-med, anything like that, we have incredible programs, but then we'll also give you a small school feel, and you'll get to kind of be a well-rounded student, not just focusing on one thing the entire time. We have what's called a fusion program. So if you know what you want to do with your life, but you also have a million other passions and you want to find out how you can tie all those together and do something, we love that. That's what we want from our students. And so we'll help you figure that out. We have certificates that we can offer you. So you're not just taking classes that you don't need that will never show up on your diploma. You can have a certificate called Different is the New Normal, Celebrating Neurodiversity, Ethical Leadership, Life in Close-Up, Film History and Society. My favorite is the Activist Toolkit. We know that students care about politics and all those fun social justice things right now, but it's not always exactly what you want to do with your job. It's just something you care about. So we want to be able to equip our students to go out into the world and make a difference, whether that's your job or not. Justice Denied, Wrongful Convictions. If you like to watch NCIS, so do I. And you can study it in different classes. And the idea is that there's a theme that you love and you study it from 4 different lenses or academic focuses. So you're studying something that you're interested about, but you're taking classes you might have never taken otherwise. After this, in the chat, I will send links to ask questions. You can contact me, you can email me. Please visit campus. We're doing in-person visits, but just with a limited number, and we'll give you all the COVID precautions you need, or that we need from you. So we want you to visit and see how beautiful campus is, because I couldn't show you in a picture, so you're just gonna have to take my word for it. The application is free. We are test optional. And we're really excited to welcome in a new set of Panthers this next year. So if you're a senior, especially if you still don't know where you want to go, reach out, and there's still time. We can figure it out for you. Thank you.
Thank you for being super adaptable and resilient, Katie. Really appreciate that. If you have any questions for Drury University, please put it down in the Q&A at the bottom. Next up, we have University of Missouri.
Hello, well, as I get my screen ready, I'm just gonna say thank you again for letting us speak tonight. My name is Tori Schlatzauer, and I am your representative here in Dallas, Texas, and I help out with Greater Texas as well. So I just want to get started a little bit with University of Missouri. We're also known as Mizzou for short, so I'm gonna be calling it Mizzou quite a bit as we go on along. We are located in Columbia, Missouri. We're right between St. Louis and Kansas City, Missouri, so we like to say in the middle of the middle. We call our city Como for short. It's just easier to text, it's easier to say, it's a little more fun and quirky. We are your quintessential college town. So there are places to hang out, to shop, to study, to eat. And I like the best part is that the campus is kind of in the heart of the city. So it's connected to downtown, which is this nighttime picture that you see up here. So it's a very convenient location. You don't have to bring a car to be successful. It's easy to get to and from as well. Another important factor about Mizzou is that we are a medium-sized institution. So we have over 30,000 students on our campus. Around 23,000 of those are going to be undergraduates. We are one of 6 public schools to have a law, a vet, and a med school on one campus. So we get students not just from the US, but all across the world. On top of that, we are like to brag a little bit about the fact that we are a 2-in-1 institution. So we are the flagship, that land grant institution for Missouri, as well as the Research One institution. So some states have one school that's the flagship and one that's the research, and we are both. So you get a good price for an elite status. And just visually, I personally like visuals. So just to give you an idea, here's a really fun map to see where we get the majority of our students. As you can tell, Texas is our second most popular out-of-state feeder. We do get probably 65 or 60% of our students come from the state of Missouri, but I just want you to know you are not alone. Another important way to think about Mizzou is, how do I get in? So admission requirements. We do like to see some type of test score. So either an ACT or SAT, we do not have a preference. Whatever you take, whatever you're good at. We are gonna offer a test optional option for the fall of 2022 applicants. But I do always recommend, if you have the opportunity to take an ACT or SAT, please do it, all right? More academic information is more helpful. If you apply with a test score, we wanna see a 24 or 1160 with these 17 core classes. If you have a lower test score, you could still be admissible with these sliding scales, and always ask me for additional information on those admission criteria. But you can start applying the senior year on August 1st, and you have your entire senior year to apply to Mizzou. I just encourage you to apply sooner rather than later for scholarships and next steps. Of course, while you're applying, you are going to pick what major do you want. right? This is a hard choice. We have over 300 at Mizzou. We're most known for journalism, business, engineering, education, anything health related. Those are probably our most popular majors. But don't let that deter you. You can mix and match while you're there. Of course, if you are looking for that medium to large school, we are in Division I athletics. We have 20 Division I teams, and we're part of the Southeastern Conference. So if you like that big school feel, we are there for you. Of course, more than that, you are there for academics, you're there for experience. And while you're at Mizzou obtaining a degree, you are going to get hands-on learning. So no matter what you pick or choose, you're going to be able to have more to adapt to that resume. Talk about the experiences, what you've done so far. I'll use journalism as a quick example since it's one of our more popular majors. That bottom right-hand picture is our broadcast journalism students, and they're at KOMU 8th Station. We are the only university that owns and operates the NBC affiliate KOMU. So these students are getting professional portfolios built before they even graduate college, which is exciting. And of course, how do I pay for college? At Mizzou specifically, we have a couple different ways to help out with this. So scholarships, first and foremost. We have competitive scholarships that are due December 1st of your senior year in high school. We also offer automatic awards, which means when you apply to Mizzou, we're going to automatically consider you for scholarship opportunities based on the criteria that you've given us already. And then residency. I do want to touch on this because it's super important. We are one of the easier states to obtain residency in. Utah happens to be the other one. But if you complete these 5 pieces of information, send that in, the next remaining years that you're at Mizzou, you're paying in-state tuition. So if you do this program your freshman year, you pay in-state tuition, sophomore, junior, senior, however long you're there. And last but not least, come and visit us. We are allowing in-person visits. I think we have until mid-April open so far, and we'll keep looking at those as we go along. If you're not able to come visit us in person, definitely check out our website. We've got a lot of virtual options for you to choose from. But if you have any additional questions, this is my contact information that I'll put in the chat as well. But feel free to reach out to us, and go Tigers.
Thank you so much, Tori. If you have any questions for the University of Missouri, please put it down in the Q&A at the bottom. All right, last but certainly not least, we have Webster University.
All right, okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys having me here. I did throw my contact information into the chat. I want to let you guys know that this is actually, my presentation is a live website. You guys can copy that link that I included at the very bottom right there. You can refer back to this as many times as you need to. There's some links in here that I'd really like you guys to click into. I obviously don't have time to do that tonight, but just a great reference. My contact information is also at the bottom of this, so you guys can look back on it whenever you want to. My name is Morella. I am an admissions representative at Webster University. I'm a graduate of Webster University. I am in grad school here now, and I also work here. So I'm a walking Webster billboard. I know everything about this university and what it takes to be a student here. And I like to include some of those tidbits about why I love Webster so much in my presentation as well. First and foremost, we are here, we are open. Our students are on campus, they're in their dorms where we can have safe socially distanced classrooms. We are having that. Where we can't have socially distanced rooms, we're doing those Zoom classes and things like that. But we have really worked really hard to put some policies and procedures in place. They're working for us, we're safe, we're healthy, our students are safe and healthy, and we really thank everybody for that. For those of you who don't know, Webster is actually located in Webster Groves, Missouri, which is an area of St. Louis, Missouri. So really close to St. Louis and everything that that has to offer. We have been around for quite some time. We were founded in 1915, and we are a smaller school. Right now, we have about 2,100 full-time undergraduate students here on our home campus. We're a global university. We have campuses all across the world, but right here on our home campus, about 2,100 full-time undergraduate students. What that means for you is smaller classroom sizes, 9-to-1 student to teacher ratio. We cap classes at 25. When I went to Webster, I never had more than 15 students in class with me, and I find that to be true a lot of the time today as well. So about 15 students in class with you. So you're going to have a very personal experience with your instructors, with your professors. You're not just going to be a name on an assignment. They're going to get to know you personally. I graduated with 3 of my professors on my resume as references. So that's just a testament to how close of a relationship you can build with your professors. Webster offers over 120 different degree programs. I don't have time to go through all of them, but if you go to our webpage here and you click on any of these links, you guys can link into those different departments that we have. We like to call them schools and colleges. So 120 different majors housed within our 5 different schools and colleges. Click into that, feel free to check out and see everything that we have to offer. I like to say that we offer a little bit of something for everybody. Webster is one of those universities that's not going to be nitpicky if you're transferring credits. I know a lot of you are probably taking dual credit courses with a local university or a local community college, getting some college credits in. Webster's not too nitpicky about that. If it's an accredited institution, we're going to give you that credit and we're going to be able to transfer that over for you. For transfer students, about 50% of our students are transfer students who get associate's degrees somewhere else and then finish at Webster. So we offer that for our students as well. Super easy to be involved at Webster. For a small school, we have over 70 different clubs and organizations. The reason for that is because we make it really easy for you guys to make your own club. So if you really like mac and cheese and you want to make a mac and cheese club, just find 10 other people who love mac and cheese and there you guys go, you have that club. So if there's nothing that interests you when you click into this link here, you can go ahead and make your own club here at Webster University. It's that easy. When I say we have something for everyone, I really mean it. We're also a D3 athletic school. We do have sports. These are the men's sports. Like I said, you guys can click into this later. These are the women's sports. Feel free to click into that link to learn more. This cutie right here is our Gorlock. That's our mascot. He did make it onto a BuzzFeed article about the weirdest college campus mascots, but I think personally he's the cutest one on there. Our housing, it's modern, it's comfortable, it's not old school housing. You're not going to have like 16 people on one floor sharing a bathroom. It's you and a roommate sharing your bathroom with your suite mates next door. So 2-door room, 4-door bathroom, free laundry. We do offer you that as well. And we take roommate assignments very seriously. We ask you very in-depth questions about that as well. When you guys click into the link, you can click here for a 360 virtual tour of our dorm rooms and get a feel for that. If you don't know about our study abroad, you need to find out about it. I know other schools have study abroad programs. Webster has one of the best in the world, and that's because we're a global university. So if you go to any of these locations, you're going to find a Webster University, you're going to find Webster University dorms. So for our students studying abroad, your tuition, your scholarships, your financial aid, it all goes with you. It costs the same amount of money to study abroad because it's a Webster University. You can spend 6 months or a year at these locations studying. Your weekends are yours. Your evenings are yours. You get to travel, do whatever you'd like. And it makes your parents feel a little better, right? And your guardians, because you're going to be at a Webster University. It's safe. It's vetted. We've been doing this for years. We also pay for your first time round trip ticket to do that. So take advantage. We're, like I said, a global university. We're all over the world. Super easy to apply to Webster. You have 3 different ways. You can apply online at webster.edu, apply through the Common App, or apply through the College Coalition app. We require your transcripts. We are test optional. So if you took the test and you didn't like your score, you don't have to submit it. If you haven't had a chance to take the ACT or the SAT, then don't worry about it. We are open for visits as well. So please schedule a visit with us. Just visit webster.edu/visit and we can do that. And you guys can meet me in person. I won't talk as fast in person, I promise. Most important question, how much is this going to cost me? We are a private institution. Typically tuition's $28,500, room and boards around $11,000 to $12,000. Webster does a really great job of making ourselves accessible and affordable. So off the bat, we offer scholarships to our students based on merit between $13,000 and $19,000 without you having to apply for it. And then we also stack any scholarships that you're bringing in, including having competitive scholarships that you guys can check out at this link right here. Like I said, we're open for visits, so feel free to schedule a visit with us as well. And you get to see my pretty face right here, as well as all my coworkers, and contact information is listed at the bottom of all of this. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much. If you have any questions for Webster University, please put it down in the bottom at the Q&A. All right, looks like we have a few extra minutes, so I'll invite my presenters back on video. If you can join us, that'd be fantastic. And we have the question of the night. The question of the night is something super important. We have attendees at all different kinds of stages in the college search process. So, coming from you all that are here to help, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? And we'll just go in presentation order. So let's go with Coastal Carolina University first.
Okay. Gosh, I've been in this business a long time, and I always talk about fit and finding your fit and taking all the steps that you need to find that fit. So whether it's an environment, whether it's academic, whether it's athletic, whether it's financial, or a combination of all of those things, just make sure you're finding the community that you fit best at. And I would recommend looking at the student organizations. I heard a lot of my colleagues talk about that. Find something that there's a club that you're interested in, or something that you know you're going to have people and have community at the college that you go to. So that's my advice.
Awesome. Thank you. Drury University? Oh, Katie, I think you're on mute. It's okay.
That's a phone thing. And no, it's not. I do it on the computer too. Every time I get asked this question, I change my answer just because I think it's fun and fresh. So I think today I'm going to go with being really honest with yourself. Sometimes I talk to students and they are torn between two schools, and maybe one, it kind of feels like their family feels like they should go, and then the other one is maybe they think they should go. And sometimes your family knows more than you, but I think just trying to be as honest with yourself as possible as to why you're interested in the schools that you're interested in. Sometimes it's because you really want to live in that part of the country, and so you would love to get started and start making connections there. And sometimes it's just you took a campus tour and you felt at home, and that's perfectly fine. So yeah, I would just try to be as honest as possible with yourself and really try to think about why you're interested in the school you're interested in.
Awesome. Thank you. So great advice so far. Missouri Southern State University. What advice would you give?
Probably just to tag along what everybody else has been saying is that you have to find a place that you feel at home with. Kind of like when I went to Appalachian State. You know, you're going to be there for a long time. And if it doesn't feel like home to you, maybe that's not the place for you. But I would say definitely do tours, definitely look at all the majors they offer, because the other thing that I always tell students is that don't, it's the rule of three. Not saying that you're going to be changing your major at the end of the year or at the end of your college career, but it might happen. So what you start out with, it might not be what you graduate with. So always look at all the majors, always look at all the student organizations, and make it your home. Because at the end, by the time you graduate, you're going to be an alumnus of this place, and they're going to be asking you to come back to speak and along those lines. So I always end it on make it your home.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Who do we have next? University of Missouri.
Yeah, I think we all know the college search process is stressful. So utilize us representatives, even if it's not one for your area, which I hope you use me, but pick someone that you're comfortable talking to. And you can start off saying, I don't know how to do this. I don't know what to ask yet. And we can go from there. So I would say, don't be afraid to ask questions, explore those colleges as best you can, and find alternative ways to do that. I think the one thing we've learned in this pandemic is try to be resourceful and adaptable to situations. So those would be my best pieces of advice for this process right now.
Awesome. Thank you, Tori. And last but certainly not least, we have Webster University.
Everything that all of my colleagues here said is absolutely true, absolutely right. Especially the last one, what Tori said, stay connected. Our job is to help you through this process. I have so many students that say to me, I'm so sorry to ask you this question. I'm so sorry to keep emailing you. And I'm like, I want you guys to email me. This is literally my job. A lot of us are working from home now. That's all we have time for, is to email and talk to you guys. So please stay connected with us. I have to say, advocate for yourself. If you need accommodations or if you need further help with financial aid, ask. The worst thing that's ever going to happen when you ask a question is somebody says no, but at least you asked and at least you tried. So be an advocate for yourselves. Stay connected to us. A lot of you are virtual this year. We know how COVID is. So you don't have your counselors, you don't have your teachers there pushing you to do stuff. So you guys have to really be self-motivated and take this into your own hands and do it yourself. And we understand that, and we're here to help you. And most importantly, fill out your FAFSA. Fill out that application for free student aid. Even if you don't think you're going to qualify, fill it out, because worst thing, like I said, that happens is they say no. And even so, maybe you get a little something somewhere. So that's my rule of thumb advice. Yeah.
Awesome. I really do hope that our attendees are taking notes, because absolutely fantastic advice from every single one of you. So thank you all so much for, answering that general question, but, again, giving very specific advice. Now, with that said, we are at the end of our session tonight. Time really does fly when you're having fun. And so 40 to 45 minutes really just zoomed by. No pun intended whatsoever. With that said, y'all, thank you so much for joining. Katie, I know I saw you like that. I'm glad I got a few giggles out of all of you. So thank you all so much for joining, not only as panelists, but also attendees. It is super important to be here and learn about these amazing institutions. So this is definitely one step further in the right direction. Now, before you leave, just a couple quick things. My attendees, after you close this window, a very quick 4-question survey will pop up. And please give us some feedback. That would be super, super important. Another thing too is you can totally negate that second message of signing up for more sessions, because there are none left for this evening. But if you are interested in other virtual college fairs, I'm sure StriveScan will have those, so you can go back to strivescan.com/Texas. Speaking of strivescan.com/Texas, a recording of this will be available, so you can most definitely catch up on some of the presentations for this evening, or if grandma missed it, dad wants to see it, everybody can have access to that recording in the coming days. With that said, y'all, I hope you have a great night. Stay safe. I'm in Pennsylvania, so stay warm. For those of you that are in warm states, stay cool. Have a great night, y'all. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody.